Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey, here once again with another video on The Flash Season 6. What a surprise. So we have only 2 more episodes for this season, The Flash, which is obviously a bit sad, as when that final episode does air, we have no real idea when to expect the flashback after that, which is usually the beginning of October, like either the 1st or 2nd week of October, I guess depending when a Tuesday night lands. I mean, usually after a season ends, there is usually a month or so break before they actually start filming the next season. So this is going to be a pretty weird hiatus, not just because the season's, ending early, by 3 episodes and even like, I guess, a week in regards to the calendar, but because we just have no idea when to expect anything from The Flash as well as the rest of the DC TV shows, whether it's the Arrowverse or even the DC Universe stuff like Titans. Apparently that might not start filming until like November or something like that, so that won't come out till April or May next year, something crazy like that. So with what's going on in the world at the moment, there's just a lot of no one's really sure what the hell's going on, let's be completely honest. But yeah, sorry to start off with a bit of a negative thing, but in this video we're going to be going over some new promo material for episode 18 of The Flash, this week's episode that airs in a few days from now, which is of course entitled Pay the Piper, and will feature the return of, obviously, Pied Piper, as well as Godspeed, as you would have seen in the trailer for the episode, which didn't have any Pied Piper in it. But anyway, with Godspeed, him coming back has a lot of people excited. And in this video, we will also go over some interview stuff from the past couple of days in relation to the end of this season and a few characters and their whereabouts, if you want to call it. But before we go over the promo stuff, we will quickly go over the synopsis for the episode, which does give us a bit more insight as to what's actually going down in the episode, as you would normally expect. And of course, throughout the video, it would be awesome if you could let me know all your various thoughts, opinions, and everything like that in the comment section, and what gets you excited most from these promo images for this episode, and what just, it gets you excited for the episode in general. And actually, with one of the things we go over in particular, what are your thoughts and theories around it? You'll know when we get to it. You'll know when we get to it in regards to what I'm referring to right now. I'm just intrigued to see what you guys think about it. So yeah, let me know all of that in the comment section. And of course, if you're going to enjoy the video, it would be awesome if you could drop a like on it to show support and excitement for what's coming. When Godspeed returns, Barry turns to Harley Rathaway for help. However, things get tense quickly after Barry realizes one of the changes from Crisis is that the Flash and Pied Piper are now enemies. Meanwhile, Iris tries to escape the Mirrorverse, or as it should be called, Mirror World. So yeah, let's go over this new promo stuff, which is promo images for this episode. There could be more that do get revealed on the day of the episode, because there actually isn't a ridiculous amount here. But yeah, there might be more released on the day of the episode. That does tend to happen, especially when maybe a lot aren't released initially. And just based off what we have so far, it wouldn't surprise me if there were more released on that day. But we'll just go over what we have now, because those probably won't come out till the day the episode airs, and that'll be too late. But yeah, we start off these promo images with, it's pretty much 2 scenes. It's 2 scenes that we get. Now, the first one is Iris in the Mirror World, or the Mirrorverse, whatever you want to call it. Now, obviously, at the end of last episode, she was left behind, but Eva escaped. Eva's out, so in this episode, Iris is going to be finding her means of escape, which means she might actually explore the Mirror World. That's something we haven't seen with Iris yet, or anything in the Mirror World. We've just been in McCulloch Technologies, and that room that, I guess the mirror version of where Iris was sucked in. We haven't seen them go out and about, and the Mirrorverse isn't just, McCulloch Technologies. It's a mirror of our world, so she can go outside of McCulloch Technologies and go to Jitters, but it will be backwards. It'll be like Surishija, or whatever Jitters would be backwards. That's what it would say on there. There's actually evidence when we go through here that this is in the mirror world. But we see Mirror Iris, this is normal Iris. This is normal Iris in the mirror world coming into Star Labs, the mirror version of Star Labs. And who's there? Well, it's your girl, Camilla. This is the real Camilla that we haven't seen for a while. We've been dealing with the mirror Camilla, who obviously, F's in the chat. She died last episode by self-burning through lasers or whatever it was. But obviously, Iris might have been looking for Camilla, but she just might have been just searching, I guess, and just bumps into Camilla. But maybe going to a familiar place like Star Labs is the way to potentially get out of the mirror world. Going to a familiar place, you might be able to connect some strings and everything like that. But when we see Iris and Camilla actually sitting down, if you look in the top right of the picture, it's Star Labs, but it's backwards, because, get it? It's mirrored. So she's eating. That's something that people have been wondering. She's eating. No one's seen Iris eat in the mirror world. She's eating there. So people, she's eating. No more complaints about she hasn't been eating, because look, she's eating. Oh my god. But yeah, it is going to be intriguing to see what happens here, because there's another big question around this, and that is, where's the real version of Captain Singh in the mirror world? Because Mirror Singh is the only one, or one of the mirror clones that we know of at least, that is still alive. And that's because Eva probably still needs him, because he is such a big figure in Central City and he can help her out. So I'm guessing he'll be there for, I guess, maybe the rest of the season. We'll have to wait and see, but you'd have to think she bumps into Mirror Singh as well. This is only one scene as well, so maybe towards the end of the episode they bump into Singh, or just even the scene after this. Who knows, but I'd expect, not Mirror Singh, just normal Singh. I'm getting confused here, because just the mirror stuff. Yeah, anyway. I would have to assume they bump into Singh throughout this episode, but it is good to see that Iris is eating. It looks like a pastry and like some pulled meat or something. I don't know. It looks like a good meal. Actually, I'm getting a bit hungry looking at it. Let's move on. But yeah, the other scene in question is probably one that most people will be interested in, and it's, I guess, is the main thing that will intrigue a lot of people, and that is when we have Cisco here working on some sort of machine thing, but the next image is Barry, Nash, and Cisco, and somebody else lying down, and they're all in this room. Now, in the trailer, this room is where Godspeed appears, and then he runs out, and Barry runs after him, wearing the same clothes and everything like that. Now, lying down, I'm probably not the only one that thinks this. This looks like Godspeed. This looks like August Hart from last season, the episode we saw him. I think he was only in one scene. The actor was called Kendall Charters, I think it was. He was just, he was only in one scene, I think maybe two. But this looks like him lying down here. Now, obviously, that was in the future last season, but obviously because of Crisis, just different things. He could be in present day now, or he traveled back in time, who knows. Maybe you could, I guess, say that this clothing looks somewhat futuristic. Now, I know for a fact that people were contacting him through Instagram, and he would not confirm or deny whether he was in this episode. He wasn't saying, no, it's not me, I'm not in this episode, unfortunately. But he wouldn't say, yeah, that's me, look at me, look how cool I am lying down. He didn't confirm or deny. The fact that it looks like him, and of course we don't get a great angle, but the fact that it does look like him would make you think it's Godspeed or August Hart because of this freaking contraption. Look at it. It looks ridiculous. Like, it looks like they're trying to siphon off his speed or just stop his speed or something, because Godspeed uses artificial speed through velocity and stuff like that. So maybe they're trying to, stop that through this device and stuff like that. That's maybe why we see Godspeed in this area in the trailer, because maybe he awakens or something like that. It's pretty much a see-through coffin. It's actually pretty grim when you think about it. But I'd have to say this is August Hart, but who else could it be? If it's not him, who is it? You know what I mean? Like, unless they might have recast August Hart for someone that looks like Kendall Charters, the guy from last season. Yeah, I don't know who else it could be. If you have any theories around that, let me know, because I'm sort of confused, because, yeah, I don't know who else it could be. So let's just say, I'm going to say it's August Hart. Like, I'd put money on it, but I'm not 100% certain of it. But if you have any theories, let me know. And there is a final promo image of Cisco gripping a handle or something like that, and that's pretty much it. We had, I think it was 7 promo images, 4 from the mirror world stuff, and 3 from this Godspeed stuff. But there is some interview stuff to quickly go over right now. So at TV Line, they have like a scoop section thing, and I think it was Michael Orziello, I think is the guy's name. And there was actually 2 Flash things. Usually it's just one. There was 2 Flash things here, so everyone's asking about the Flash. So there's 2 questions here that he was able to answer, which has quotes from interviews. So the first one was, since it looks like episode 19 of The Flash will be the final episode of season 6, do you guys know what will happen with those last 3 episodes? Will they be shuffled over to the next season? And this is what Michael Orziello said. According to series lead Grant Gustin, showrunner Eric Wallace has promised, though we're not sure how yet, that we're going to wrap up all these storylines that we intended to wrap up once we're able to start filming again. Now, this doesn't mean that the 3 episodes, so 20, 21, 22, will be episodes 1, 2, and 3 of next season. It just means that they'll take what was meant to happen in those episodes and integrate them into the first half of next season, whether it goes from episode 1 to 8 or 9, or whether it's the first 5 episodes or something, and then they integrate other plot points that they want to do for that season as well, like new ones that were meant to be in that season. So they're not going to dump them just because I doubt what we're dealing with in regards to Black Hole, Mirror Master, and everything like that is going to be dealt with in this season. Even the Mirror World still might exist. So I don't think they're going to wrap that up exactly. So they're going to have to continue with next season. But I don't think it's necessarily going to be like episode 1, 2, and 3 from these last 3 episodes, if that makes sense. And the second and final question from that TV Line piece was, how will the Flash write off Danielle Panabaker for her maternity leave? As hinted with this week's episode, the stage is being set for what would have been Panabaker's maternity leave, but now is just, well, everyone's leave. Before production shut down in mid-March, we did get to that, says Grant Gustin. And it was interesting too, because it was getting pretty close to not just her due date, but what was safe for her to continue, so we had to jump ahead with just her scenes and shoot those sooner. So before we wrap up with 619, we will have written Danielle out for the season and taken Frost somewhere else. So this is very interesting, because I did say this in a live stream. It was like, well, Danielle revealed that she filmed episode 19, so she's in that episode. So, and with that being the last episode for the season, there's no real need for her not to be in episodes now. So when they eventually do get back to filming, which will be for season 7, she can just start filming again. But they might leave her out of maybe like 2 episodes, maybe, just due to the fact that they set her up leaving. So it'll be interesting to see what they do, whether it's just for an episode or 2, or maybe they let her have like a bit more time. By that point, she'll be completely, done with the maternity leave and be back, be ready to go back to work and to film. But they might give her an extra, couple of weeks or few weeks to get through those opening few episodes, just to make it work well with the thing they set up with the fact that she was going to leave. And obviously that storyline is going to be around, the whole issue that she had in last episode, where sort of the Frost and Caitlin issue. So it'll be interesting to see what they do. But yeah, that's pretty much the best way to say it. It'll be interesting to see what they do. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much all to go over in this video. If you enjoyed it, it would be awesome if you could drop a like on it to show support. Let me know in the comments section down below your various opinions on what we went over, your various thoughts on the promo images and all of that. And of course, if you are new to the channel, it would be awesome if you could subscribe to it. And yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye.